Hey there, I've got some ATC artist trading cards to do, and this is to go with hashtag Deck the Year 2025 at Penny's Crafty Creations, and we do it on Thursdays, or when you can, I guess, but Thursdays is the official. And I just wanted to share, I made 3, and so I used some of these pet stickers that I got. And I guess 2 little boys, one looks more elfin than the other. Little pointy ears, and this one looks just like a toddler, I guess, dressed as an elf. So maybe he's a secret elf. He's got pointy ears when he's at work. I liked this one okay. You know, it's not my favorite. It's not my least favorite. And I haven't written on the back of any of these. And then this is my least favorite. I have a gingerbread man here who's pretty sad. And I put some silver snowflakes, but they're real hard to see. And some gemmies. They're green. Looks blue to me in this picture, but they're green, red, and white. And then some washi tape that is a gingerbread man too. So there you have that. He doesn't have anything personality-wise, and I wish I could have made that different. And this is the last one. And these I cut off a Little Debbie snack box. I think it was Christmas trees, but I can't remember. And I cut off the part that said to and from. They were actually meant to be cut out and used as gift tags. So they're not, though. Now they're ATC cards. And again, nothing on the back. What did I put on the back of this gingerbread man? Nothing. So that is that for my Deck the Year 2025. You know, we don't have that much longer, and I don't know if I haven't heard from Penny, but it's maybe a video that she has up where she might be saying that she's going to continue or she's going to do something else or what. But if she continues, I'll be doing it again. I have fun with this. It's one of the few things that I feel like sometimes I get lucky and make something really that I like, you know? And it's not the case when I do most of the other things. Let's see. Well, I'm going to show you next, I hope, the orange swag. We'll see how that works for me. And happy Vlogmas 4. Hang on, here that comes. All right, I lied. I did not yet get started on that swag. It's still setting right there behind me. So I wanted to show you, I made another card, and I did a winter one instead of a Christmas one because it's going to be winter in 2 weeks. And so I just used scrapbook paper, and the scrapbook paper was ivory with these berries, and that was all. And so then I put snowflakes, some Christmas lights, and a winter forest critter. You know, we don't have squirrels that have those kind of ears like that here. Ours are real boring looking. You know, there's nothing, and we don't have a lot of chipmunks. I hear there are here, though. Okay, and then he's holding, I think, part of a tree here, taking it back to his nest, or her nest. Really, if she's making the nest, she's probably female, huh? Do the boys do it, too? I don't know. Anyway, and then this is on the back of it, and it's, so that's like 5. Oh gosh, I got out some yogurt like half an hour ago and forgot I did it. My husband's out there working. He is a working man all the time. And it's so fortunate because I know I'm blessed that way because then I don't have to hire people to do it, you know. Anyway, I also wanted to tell you that I got a card. Hubby went and mailed a bunch of Christmas cards for me. Not everybody's, but a bunch. I think there were 7 or 8 of them. And Brenda was one of them. Maniac Grammy's Homestead, and so is Alma Ticer. And, I can't remember all of them, but there's more coming. Anyway, it's a Thanksgiving one, and it is so, so cute. It's very home-like, it looks to me like her area of the country. You know, those brick with the red door, and it's so pretty. Anyway, it's got on here, Thanksgiving is a time of year when we think about all the things that are important to us. Now, before I get inside the card, I'm going to put my glasses down so I don't smell Okay, I did it again. What is with it? I'm going to have to ask a doctor. I might be crazy. I meant to say sound. It started with an S. All right. Like our family, our friends, our home, everything that makes us feel especially blessed, have a great day with family and friends. And she always does a peace sign. Look at that. I think she does it with one stroke. And then it says 2026. That's why you're thought of and lovingly now, because you're such a blessing and you mean so very much. Brenda, Ray, and Maggie. Maggie's their little white dog. So cute. Thank you, Brenda. She's in Mexico, I think, still visiting with friends. Oh, Brenda, I have to tell you this. When my husband went to, he checked the box. He got this out of the post office box. And then he went up to mail, because I want to make sure I didn't need extra postage. I would hate to send somebody a postage due card. And one was bumpy, so I wanted it to go. Anyway, when he went up there, there's this, our post office is teeny tiny. There's maybe 300 P.O. boxes, maybe. Probably not. And so there are usually 2 people working. And they both work the back, they fill the post office boxes, that kind of thing. So that my favorite one, he's kind of new. He's been there about 6 months, I think. And he was telling my husband, and he always talks, blah, blah, blah. I gave him the wrong post office box number the other day to pay for my post office box. And he said, you already paid it. You paid for a whole year. You did it back in May. And I thought I did. Gosh, I have no memory of that. I'm losing it. And then he said, don't worry about it. He goes, did you get a notice? And I said, well, I thought I did. I don't have one to show you though. So I said, okay, well, I won't do a thing about this until I hear about it. So I went and I got, this was a month ago. I went back to the post office boxes because I was going to pay it. That's why I was in there where he was working. And I opened my box and there was a notice. Your thing is due, which I knew it was due. And I brought it back and I said, he goes, you gave me the wrong post office box number. I knew it. He said, I know your name and I know what he's pretty talkative. And he goes, and I knew that wasn't it. I transposed 2 numbers. So, like instead of 58, I said 85 or something like that. Anyway, we got that all taken care of. And I was saying, he was so helpful when I got back into the car to my husband. And so today he went to the post office, like I was saying. And he said that when he got up there to make sure that those cards that I'm sending were okay, he noticed that I sent one to Brenda and her address. And he didn't know about this was in my post office box, but maybe he did. Yes, he did. That's how he knew. He goes, I just put this in your box from her. And he said, and the reason I noticed it is because that's where I'm from. He's new to the area and he's from your town. Isn't that weird? It's such a tiny area to find somebody from your town, Brenda. But anyway, okay, I'll stop now. I want to tell you one more thing before I go, and I closed out Vlogmas 4. See, Vlogmas 4. I have had this. I got it. It's a DVD with Christmas music. I don't know if I'll like it yet or not, but I got it for $4 unopened. I opened it myself at St. Vinny's probably a year ago. And before that, it was supposedly $14.96 on sale for $6.99. I can't tell where it was sold from. Holiday CD 03. I wonder if that was 2003. Well, Williams and Sonoma, they sell high-end gift baskets. I used to get their catalog, but I never did order a thing because I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, and I'm like, okay, well, what's the songs in here? So I open it up. Says I open it. Let me hold on. I am such a doof because I had opened it already and already forgotten. I was trying to slide it out, but it doesn't slide out. It does this. Isn't that pretty? And then there's cookies here. And they're just gorgeous, gorgeous pictures. And then you flip it open like this, and this can come out. Or not. Yep, here we go. And it's got more pictures as cookies. And it says, it's the most wonderful time of the year, Williams and Sonoma Dinner Companion Series. I hope that means that it's not going to be like, I can't do a lot of, it needs to be very soft for me to enjoy it. Are you guys like that? Or do you like, my mother likes, grandma got run over, about, like that. But I'm like, oh. Anyway, A Brief History of Nat King Cole. And then Lena Horne, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. And it's got the Christmas song, Let It Snow, Like a Sleigh Ride, Peggy Lee. And then Baby It's Cold Outside, Johnny Mercer and Margaret Whiting. I bet that's the original one. Frosty the Snowman by Bing Crosby. These are old. It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, Andy Williams. I'm going to like this. Mel Torme, White Christmas. I'd Like You for Christmas, Julie London. Silver Bells, Wayne Newton. Oh my gosh, when I was very, very young, I thought Wayne Newton was the hottest thing on 2 feet, besides the eldest brother on My Three Sons, the one that got married and they had triplets. He was cheating on me. Anyway, The Merriest, June Christie. We Three Kings, Ella Fitzgerald, cool. And What Are You Doing New Year's Eve, Nancy Wilson. Nancy Wilson, is that like, what was it called, Heart, Nancy Wilson? Okay, anyway, I don't know, but, and then you open it up and are these the lyrics? Hold on. No, it just talks about the history of the people that are singing it, I guess. Wow. What's on the very back? Not too much. Anyway, I'm going to get up my little boombox thing here because I don't have a stereo system in my home. I told my husband, ever since we moved in here, we need speakers up in these vast high ceilings, and then I can play music from some source. I don't care if it's the computer, but that would make my heart sing, and I think you should do it for me, don't you? Anyway, I'm going to play some heck out of this. All right, I'm going to let you go now. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Penny, for the open collab that you have done all year and the year before. Thank you, Brenda, for the card. And I think I just heard the timer go off. I'm cooking some salmon that I'm trying to go through the freezer meat. And I'm actually cooking more salmon than we need. I might use some for dip. And I might put a tray out tonight because it's football Thursday night football. We're playing the Vikings. Seahawks and Vikings. Nope. Seahawks and Dallas? I think it's Dallas. I don't remember, but it's the Seahawks. Do I even know what I'm talking about? I don't know. It's Thursday night football, and I'll be in front of it with hors d'oeuvres, but not too many. Okay. Take care, everybody. I don't think you can hear me. I was going to try to wave in the reflection. I don't know what on earth he's out there vacuuming, but he's got the shop vac in the garden. Okay, bye.